Hello, Disney Infinity Trainers. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Build a Toybox here on iStarlyTV. I'm excited to get back to this series. Now, I was supposed to upload a video on Saturday. Unfortunately, I was not able to get to it. I've actually been pretty sick for almost a full week at this point. I don't normally get sick, so when I do get sick, it's pretty bad. And I don't know if you can tell, my voice might sound a little off, perhaps. I actually wasn't even able to speak well for the past couple days even. And that's really strange. That's never happened to me when I've gotten sick before. Usually I'm like, I get sick and I get a sore throat, I get a cold, runny nose, whatever. But this time I actually lost my voice. And so that was new to me, and I didn't like that. And so obviously, because I didn't have my voice, I wasn't quite able to record as much as I'd have liked to. So I apologize for that. We are back in business here at our community college. We will continue to add. I added a couple things I'll show you right now, and today we're going to be working on a couple projects. I want to work on the living corner over there, the living space for all of the students, the dorms, the frat house, whatever. And this was suggested by one of our viewers. Great suggestion here. They suggested that I do a football field. So I'm going to be doing a sports stadium, probably going out that way. So behind this building, far behind it, we will be doing a sports stadium, complete with a football field, a soccer field, and a track. But we'll see if we can get to that in this episode. I am recording on my capture card this time, so luckily for us, I will be able to do longer episodes. I will not have to be relegated to the 15-minute limit on the PS4, and that's why I'm able to kind of waste some time here in talking. I know I talk a lot. Alright, let's go ahead and jump right into it then. So we're playing as Nick Fury today. Nick Fury is awesome. He's a spy. Not necessarily a spy, but he has a lot of connections, and so he's going to help us with those connections in developing our school. So here's another building that we have. It looks like, it is an apartment building, but it also looks like it could do some work as a actual school building, so we'll take it. This also looks like it could be some kind of school building as well, so we'll take what we can get since we have a limited number of school buildings. And then right here we have which one is this? The registration hall. Yes, I felt like this was one of the better places to put that. So that's what we added. I think I added that off camera. I'm also not sure if I showed this last time, but I kind of decorated this so it's not just a straight path. I think I can afford to add more decorations here just to kind of make it look cooler. But for right now, this seems to work pretty well. So let's get right to that terrain then. I have a few ideas with how I want to do this. This living corner, I'm calling it. I don't know. There's probably a better way to call it. Residential row, we can call it. Excuse me. Let's see. Does that connect? It should connect. We'll probably do it in twos. Is that like halfway right there? Ideally, we want it to be half and half. Something like that. That looks good. Of course, we're going to need to set the theme, though, which I forgot to do. And I think it's fine just using the Monsters University theme terrain. I probably just passed it. Yeah, it's right here. Monsters University Campus. Now, the interesting thing here is this is called Monsters University Campus, and we're actually not using this terrain for our campus. We're using it for the dorm area, but I think it looks nice as an off-campus type of thing. It's also worth noting that when you raise this up, it has like a brick wall kind of pattern on the side, and that's really useful for a school setting as well. So we're going to use some of that deeper into our campus. But for right now, of course, we're just using it like this. Let's see. Is this big enough? Probably not, to be honest. And Nick Fury does not jump high. let's go ahead and go to those set pieces so we can kind of gauge how big they're going to be. And it's in buildings, yes. Roar House. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 5 of the frat houses, and then there are the dorms. I'm thinking I could probably put the dorms at the back and then put the houses on each side. So that could work then. That does actually work. So we'll put the dorms here tentatively, of course, and then we'll put the frat houses along here. This is Roar. This is Jocks. Which one looks better? I think it's supposed to be like this, but it kind of looks too long. They're going to have a big yard. Unless we go, like, try to just squeeze them in here. Could put Roar right here. And then Jocks right here. And then maybe cut off the rest. Does that sound plausible? I don't know. I don't know. The fact that this house is really long kind of bothers me. Maybe we could put it like this. But that's kind of weird. I don't know. We'll put it like this for now. If we decide to maybe change that later on. This one is HSS, which I believe is supposed to be like hiss. Oh, there's 5. Like I said, I had already said that. All right, so Echo is going to be here, and then the HSS will be right here. And we'll decorate it so that it doesn't look like they're just randomly inserted right here. Of course, we want to make it look, you know, cool in some way. And then we're going to do PNK. We could try to do them like next door neighbors. Do those connect well? Because there are some suburban pieces, and those could be cool to use as well. But what I also want to do here is continue with this path. So let's go ahead and set that up. And have it branch out to either side. So let's go ahead and place that. And then that's too narrow. It'll have to be an intersection piece. And of course, once again, we're going to set the theme here to the Monsters University. And connect more pieces here. We could probably put a little bit more going outward, like a very short one, like this or something. Maybe even longer, I think. Yeah, that could work. And then we're going to start curving it both ways. And then in the middle, we could put some kind of like park or something, like a field where they could play sports or something, play some games, I don't know. So I do have another Toybox project planned, and the next episode is going to contain that project. So this is actually the last time we'll be seeing the campus that we're building for a little while. It's not like this is the end of this forever, but I'm going to start focusing on another project, and I'll announce that towards the end of this episode. I'm really excited about it. That looks like a track right there. So we have like kind of like an outline, a guideline for the track that we're going to build in our stadium. Of course, I'm going to choose a terrain piece or a design that looks a lot like track. Like it'll have to be red or something. Let's see if they have that, just to kind of scope it out here. I'm sure they have something. We could make it a dirt track if we want. I know a lot of high schools in my area have dirt tracks, but my high school was really cool, and we had a a rubber track. Ooh, this might be it. This might be it. Perfect. That's exactly what we're looking for. Beautiful. So we'll of course use that when we get to the track and field area later on. But for right now, we're keeping this as is. Excuse me. Alright, let's see. I still don't like the jock's house, though. Let's see. And maybe we'll fence that off over there, because it kind of looks ugly as is. Yeah, this could work. This could work. This will be, like I said, like a field area. Can play some sports or whatever. Maybe we could change the grass here. I don't know if what we have now is the best. How does that look? It looks retro. It looks too green. Dragon's Domain. That looks too dead. That looks too bright. Might have to end up sticking with what we have. Looks too green. Too colorful, I think. I like it though. Let me see. I'm going to temporarily delete all of these pieces, and then we're going to replace them. Yeah, place them like that, because what that allows is for us to connect multiple different pieces, and then we can change the ones on the inside and keep the ones on the outside the way we want them to be, I guess. Alright. This one might have to change, though. Or maybe not, maybe not. Let's change them all to this, or at least all the middle ones. And then, of course, switch back to our point of view and get that going. I like this. Okay, cool. So the middle looks vibrant and the outside looks dead, which I guess could work because they're a frat. I'm just kidding. Cool. And I guess we can populate it. The unfortunate thing is that a lot of the monster characters from Monsters University in the toy box, most of them are enemies, and we don't want a bunch of enemies running around. But like I said before, you know, this isn't particularly a Monsters University. Ours is just a Disney Infinity University. So we could technically have characters of all walks of life running around, and we won't lose anything for it. So that's good. That's good. Actually, let's connect this to the past, because these are the dorms. I mean, they want to be as connected to the road as possible, figuratively and literally. So, all right. So, room. Very tentative here. I will be adding a lot. Maybe I'll be adding some off screen, but I think right now what I want to do is just jump on over there, and we're gonna start working on our field, on our track and field, our stadium. I'm really excited for that. So remember, we will be coming back to the campus. This is the last that you'll see of the campus for a little while, but like I said, I'm really excited for the project that I'm going to start working on in the next episode, and I hope you will be too. So This isn't the end of the episode just yet, though, so we're going to cut right over to the opposite side of the campus. It's way over there. We're going to quick travel, and that's when we're going to build our stadium. So I'll see you in a second. Alright, welcome back. We zipped on over here. Now, as you can see, our residential area is far over there. It's not that far. It's really not that far. But as with any large college campus, if you want to walk all the way over there to one of your classes over here, it's going to take a while. So let's go ahead and warp back to Spark mode and start setting up again with this type of terrain. We're going to set the Toybox terrain. Set the theme. Well, let's go ahead and change it first, just so I can be sure that it does it. And let's see. Of course, I mean, we have more going out this way, but we're not going to work on that just right now. Right now, we're focusing on that track and field. Oh, we have more there. That's fine. Cool. So you're on this side of campus, you go a little further beyond, and you're totally just heading to that track and field. Now, the way I want to do this is going to be technically like kind of where the campus ends, and maybe the more residential side of the city begins, maybe. But of course, the stadium's going to be here still. So let's go ahead and make a road then. What's a good piece for like a road? You could use the Dusty Crop Popper's runway. Oops, did I change it? Yeah, I did. Yeah, that could work. That could work for now. It's not going to be a big part of it, and basically what it's going to be is we're going to make a street that's going to be basically going out around the whole campus. Because, you know, this is a university. It's in a city, so yeah, we'll make the road. We're not going to complete the road today. We're just going to set it up. And then we're going to, across the street is going to be where the stadium is. So like I said, we're not setting this all up today, or we're not completing this today. We're just kind of painting the picture. We're setting up the canvas, so to speak. Yeah, I think the best one here is the Radiator Springs because it's an actual road. Set the theme there. And later on, when we continue working on this, we'll be able to add path creators with cars, stuff like that. It'll be pretty awesome. So basically, you come to the end of the campus here, whoops, and you'll be crossing the street to get to the track. And so that's when we're going to put the terrain for the track. Shout out to my viewer who suggested this. Honestly, I'm sorry, I forgot who mentioned it. But I appreciate it, and if I saw who it was, I would remember them. I know who they are. I just forgot who it was. Like, I know it was one of the people that's really cool and that comments a lot. I just don't remember who exactly it was, so apologies. Alright, cool. So this is like a field here. And then there's another field. It's like fieldception. Let's see. Maybe we go to this one. Yeah. Because in the middle of the track there's going to be like turf. And there is a good terrain texture to be using for that, and we will be using it. Let's just be sure. Alright, so I guess we could start building that stadium then. I guess that wouldn't hurt. So let's exit the Spark mode. Building the stadium first would actually help quite a bit, because it would allow us to kind of guide how the track is going to be set up and all that. So the stadium entrance will of course be over here. Something like that. And we can do it like that. That looks fine. Excuse me, I'm sorry. How big is this stadium? I think it could be pretty big. In that case, I do have an idea here. So we're going to use this just to kind of gauge it in a way. And then we're going to move this inward. You'll see what I'm doing in a second here. Then we're gonna make it layered. We're gonna make it tiered like a real stadium. I think just 2 tiers is fine. That's what we need. There we go. And one more over here. There we go. Oh, it doesn't look like it's connecting. Here, we have to connect it, of course. So first let's connect this, and then we'll go back over there and fix that. And just to make it faster, we're going to delete all this first. It's faster to just delete it and replace everything than to manually fix each one. I think that, oh, that looks good, but yeah, that looks good right there. So that's how it's going to be. There we go. And now we can put the curved piece in. Alright, so unfortunately the recording got a little messed up halfway through. So as I was building the stadium, it started glitching out. Somehow the audio got cut off. I have no idea why. The okay thing with that is my voice was starting to kind of lose it at that point. It's still a little rough right now, but talking for 40 minutes probably wasn't the best idea. But either way, I'm going to show you what I built. And I still have the footage of what I was building, like as I was building it. So it's a little, like I said, it's a little glitchy and it doesn't have my voice. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to still show that at the end of this in case you're interested. I'm just going to speed it up. So if you are interested in watching the actual process of me building all this, you can go ahead and watch that. But if you just wanted to see the end result, here it is. So I basically just built a big stadium, big red track and field. I don't know if you caught me saying this. You probably didn't, maybe, but I used to run track and field, so I'm really familiar with this. So this is really cool. Brings back a lot of cool memories. Nick Fury is pretty slow, but he's probably faster than Jesse, than Groot. I also attached these basic blocks to the thing right here, so that it's not just randomly floating, and so that you can score the goals, you can play some soccer, you can play some football, American football, what have you. It's still a pretty big stadium. I put the lights up there in the corners, as I think they usually are. Unfortunately, you can't move them diagonally. That'd be pretty useful, but that's what we have to work with for now. So yeah, I basically just built this big track and field, big stadium. I probably will set it up so that I can do some logic so that, you know, the fans cheer and stuff like that. But what I was saying was that it's a winter month, so you know, probably aren't any big games going on in our college, so you know, everyone here is just kind of just sitting there. They're not cheering right now. There's nothing to cheer about. That's pretty much it though, but I also wanted to bring up the fact that, like I was saying, this will probably be the last we see of the school, of the college Toybox for probably the whole month, maybe. Unfortunately, I mean, I will be coming back to it. I really love it. But my next project that I want to start working on is a holiday-themed toy box. basically a Christmas toy box. And one of my fans was also asking, you know, you should build a Christmas toy box. And I had been planning to build one, and they just basically inspired me to do it. I also watched a YouTuber by the name of Cryptic Fox. He's really cool. I just saw his video today, and it was really awesome. But he built a Christmas tree in the toy box, and I might kind of steal his idea. Of course, I'll, you know, show his video. I'll post a link to his video for reference. But he did a really good job with it, and I kind of want to do something like that. I'm not sure exactly what type of Christmas toy box I want to do, but I will be doing something probably with some snow, with some flashing lights, with a lot of colors, with some presents. You get the point. Some candy, of course. So you can look forward to that. I will probably be posting that video probably on Friday. And I might also be streaming later on this week, so be on the lookout for that if I feel better by then. Also, the Disney Infinity Games will be returning next week with Round 2. And now's your chance to vote for the Wildcard. That will be over this Friday, December 4th. That's your last day to vote. So right now, Hero is the leader. And so if you want to knock him off his throne, go ahead and vote. I'll post a link in the description to the poll. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate all of your support. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment. And tell all your friends, and I'll see you next time. Here is the sped up footage of me building the stadium.